All right, talk to us about the most important thing, man, and that's 914 United and all the amazing things you guys are doing in the community right now.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. 914 United, man, for those who don't know, first off, go check out our website, right? Go check out our work that we got going on IG, social media, all platforms, Google 914 United. We moving, it's a movement that we building. You know what I'm saying? It's just to give you the mission is it's a program-based mentorship nonprofit, right? Working to support young brothers that are caught up in the system, right? Impacted by child welfare, impacted by the criminal legal system, or those who haven't even entered those systems, but impacted by the streets, right? Whether it's families that are incarcerated, they're impacted by gang violence, gang, influences. So our work is trying to just support those individuals and their families so that they don't end up where we ended up at. You know what I'm saying? And we've been around 4.5 years. We started off as a young grassroots organization. Right now, there's like a team of 17 of us, including our board members. And we're growing, right? Like we're growing not only because our work is effective, but because what we're doing is different. We're bringing a more non-traditional approach to Westchester when it comes to people like myself who serve time, my team who serve time, or been impacted by people who serve time, right? Is using those lived experiences. And that is what influences and shapes the services that we provide, right? We have different programs that focus on professional development, personal development, mentorship, case management, helping people get jobs, and a whole list of things, right? Trying to work on addressing individuals' needs, helping addressing their interests. Right now, we working with the county jail in Westchester, detention centers, Yonkers School District. We also working with probation, the courts. We really got a lot going on, you know what I'm saying? And I think the core of all of it is that we're really trying to change the narrative, right? What it means for a young brother to first get involved in the streets and transition out, right? And become a success story, not become a statistic, right? Become a success story. Like we're trying to create that, right? We also trying to change the perception of people like myself and my team that did time, that would have violent histories and that came back out of it. And we really care about our community, right? Like we really want to change how people perceive us, right? So there's a lot riding on the movement. I think, how we show up, how we present ourselves, how we pour into ourselves, and how we give that back to the community. It's been what we've been focusing on. We've been fortunate that we had our first office location. We secured our first office location in February. We've been up and running since.
I want to congratulate you on that. It's amazing, man. You
man,
guys have come such a long way, right? From I seen you talk about it where it's like you didn't even know all these different steps of like the financial side, being financially transparent, securing donations and funding, like all this stuff. It's a lot of work. It's not easy, and you're basically doing it while you're learning. You know what I mean? It's not something that you had all the knowledge previously. It's like step by step. It's hard, bro. It's a really hard thing.
It's let me say this, man, that it's a business, right? So when you're an entrepreneur and you getting into the nonprofit space, what people tend to forget is the corporate part of it, right? Like there's still corporate structures. There's still the business acumen that you have to have, decision making on steering the ship, right? While also cultivating and learning and making mistakes and falling on your face, while also showing up and making it look good, right? It comes down to the leadership development, you know what I'm saying? And how that translates down to your team and how that translates into the community. That's complex right there, right? Yeah. So we've been blessed, man. I got mentors that I reach out to, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to my mentor, Lucrea Ortiz. She's super vital in my growth. The support that I have out there in Westchester and beyond, that I can, receive support. My team, we've been doing this together, man, and we've come a long way, as you said. So, what we are right now working toward, just, hopefully we can even see you there, man. We have our sneaker gala coming up this year, our second annual sneaker gala called Changing the Narrative.
Dope.
Last year, it was called Stepping into Leadership 2023. We had over 430 some people present. We honored our brother Styles P. This year we have a dope honorary guest, which is the brother from Earn Your Leisure, Rashad's pulling up. And then we have a bunch of other people from elected officials and just community partners, youth, family, and more. And it's called Changing the Narrative. And we got a dope honorary lineup. So I'm knee deep in preparation for that. And I don't know if you know this, I'm finishing my master's degree now. I'm actually in my second year.
Yeah, I know you're still going to school while you're doing all of this. You know what I mean? Like running a whole nonprofit, and people don't realize that for nonprofit, you have other restrictions, other certain things you have to meet, legally in comparison to running just a regular business too. So it makes things even more difficult. So man, I just, the most respect to you for what you're doing. You know what I mean? It takes a lot to want to better your community. You know what I'm saying? And do things out of the goodness of your heart. So I really, really respect what you're doing, man. And I want to shout out Blame, for linking us up.
Yeah.
Good brother, man. And is there I just want to thank you for giving me your time today. So letting me help tell your story, man. Is there anything else that you want to say to the people before we wrap it up?
Nah, just want to thank you for the opportunity. I'm always honored to take platforms and share my story. You know what I'm saying? And I think the results that you see in my story and my team, like Blame and Brothers, is that, we really are empowered by our experiences. It's our experiences. The sum of all of that made us who we are. And what we learned out of that is we take every moment serious as we move forward. We take every moment serious. So the movement is serious, the work is serious, who we are serious, and our community. You know what I'm saying? So just want people to understand that we really coming from a lived experience and taking that and leveraging that, you know what I'm saying, to help change what we want to see.
And I think that's the beautiful thing, man, because I feel like sometimes when people look at, people that have gone to prison, they can easily cast them aside and be like, oh, your life is over. But it's not over. You're still, you still have so much that you could possibly do if people give you the opportunity. And I feel like what you're doing with 914 United, you giving people opportunity, man. And that's a beautiful thing. So salute
100%, 100%. And go check out our website. Go check out our social media. We got our next annual sneaker gala coming up November 20th from 6 to 10 p.m. here in Yonkers, New York, and 92 Waverly Street, a ballroom called Castle Royale. You don't want to miss this event. It's going to be a movie. It's going to be a dope night. So definitely tell your supporters to pop out, get their tickets, man. And, I'm hoping to see you there, man. We'll offer you a complimentary ticket, my brother. You know what I'm saying? So you can pull up and come see our community.
I appreciate you, man.